we're going to get next into the 6-woman tag match. My God. Oh, my God. So we had Fatal Influence versus the Bellas and Paige. Woo! This match, bro.
Yeah.
I got a lot to say here.
I'll try. You go right ahead. We're probably going to say the same thing.
Yeah, okay, so before we get into anything, this is a horror punk podcast, so we're gonna cover some of the occult things that were going on here. All right, ooh, right. We'll put a little ghost sample or something. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna start with the checkerboard duality. The red and black, the checkerboards represented the foundation of duality on the material plane. What you're really looking at though is the prime struggle between the Martian energy and that Saturn forces. You know what I'm saying? That's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Next up, we had the flames and the chains, brother. Which, you look at that imagery, that directly invokes some tarot card archetypes and a bunch of alchemy right there. Excellent, my man. And then last, and on the back of their gear was their name. And what that represented right there was the power of words written completely in line with their own archetype, their own persona, if you will.
I will.
So, right, yeah, if you will. Right, my God, that was good, brother. So, there you go, you little spooky occult kids. And
everything has a meaning in wrestling.
Absolutely.
And beyond.
Yeah. Right. When I was writing this, I was like, my God, I'm pretty sure I could chuckle every segment with, oh, there was a cult this and a cult that, but I was like, nah, let's not overdo it.
Let's wait into the waters. We'll get there.
Right, yeah. And like, I feel more of the October episodes is when I'll start chucking more of that out there. But this was just like such a blatant, obvious, like, you had the girls in the red checkers versus the girls in the white check. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, you're for real.
Now, let's get into these girls. My God. So, I'm so happy to see Nikki Bella back, first off.
For sure. Yeah, she looked great out there.
You can look, but you can't touch.
A lot of people don't give her prop. And you could say, I don't know, arguably the face of the women's division for a while.
Yeah.
Obviously, a lot of it was the sex appeal. Oh, the rack attack and this and that. But here's the whole thing, man, is she put in a bunch of training and effort with Daniel Bryan. And you're going to tell me Daniel Bryan isn't one of the greatest wrestlers of all time?
Yeah, I mean, she has every reason to be as good as, she can be.
Absolutely. Now, the opposite to that, JC Jane. Can you give me your take on JC Jane? Oh no.
We discussed like the recklessness that can be the women's division. And I think these girls are super stoked to be on the main roster and they're going gangbusters.
Yes. ECW.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've only seen a little of them, and this match, I have this thing where it's like, I can tell when people are trying to not get hurt.
Yes. Or protect each other.
Yeah, and there's a little too... Well, I say that, and we see what ends up happening in the match with protecting, but...
Right.
I think they got the right idea. I don't know, it left me... Like, I want to like them, and seeing the Bellas and Paige, she's going by Paige now?
Bruh.
Zendaya.
Sorry.
But anyway, like
my bad.
It was cool. Again, it was like the new guard, old guard sort of thing going on.
Right.
However, that recklessness reared its ugly head in a bad way.
Right.
One comes back healed and the other one leaves with a jacked up shoulder.
Right.
So, like I said, once I saw her shoulder go out, that's all I could watch.
Right.
Like, I was just watching her nurse her, and she did as good as she possibly could. She hung in there. She didn't try to X out or anything.
Yeah, a pro.
But once I saw that, I unfortunately only focused on that because I could tell she was really hurt, and I was selfishly just like, "What's she gonna do now?" Because like what
storytelling? Yeah,
because I spotted that right away. Like, because I've held that same position myself. Like this, I'm hurt. Like you do weird things with your body that you don't normally do to stop hurting so much. I'm just curious what the conversation was like after that.
Are you going back to Tony Khan now?
Yeah, golly.
We are the most successful sports startup since the AFL.
No, we won't even make you wrestle. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Hold on, real quick. Paige deserves to go home, man. She's dedicated so much of her, since she was 13 years old, I'm pretty sure. Baby girl, go home. Like, go back to the UK, start a farm, get some chickens, and just relax, you know what I'm saying? Fly the Bellas out every other weekend. You guys can go to Paris. There you go. There's that. I don't know.
I like her, but see, here's the thing. I have a hard time with the women's division. Like, you can look at the men's division and be like, I like this guy because of this reason. You have to look past the surface level. This girl is hot.
Absolutely.
To really appreciate what these girls are actually bringing to the table.
Correct.
And once you get past that, you can really see, you know, everybody's ass looks great, but like that was the worst clothesline I've ever seen. You know what I mean? Things like that, and
right, yeah.
Everything's very dainty, and nobody's follow. Every now and then somebody will follow through, but I don't know if everybody's afraid of getting hurt, but like that's kind of what we're doing here. You know, like I don't know. It felt dainty to me, that whole thing.
So Laney Reed, first off, my God, whatever she took, she was so high, bro. But that's just speculation. She had, like, her eyes were so baggy, she looked like the girl from Requiem for a Dream. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I felt like she was really laying it in extra hard and like just being really rough with Brie, especially. I think
she was the one that did the dive into the stairs, right?
Yeah.
So she was
Yep.
feeling all right, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Whoops.
Her and Jared Leto, whatever it takes, man.
Yeah, no kidding.
Let's get to the end of this match. My God. So, obviously, because what happened there with Paige and yada, 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 they chose JC Jane and her girls to go over. You know what I'm saying? So, we had Nikki Bella just really lay it into Paige, man. And obviously, she's healed, right? But just storytelling-wise, just the whole pulling on her neck and just working those body parts, man. And, you know, Paige being the professional she is, she wants to make everything look great, right? And I'm sure, God, this is awful to say, but I'm sure just the people backstage are saying, hey, man, just make sure that she's a little extra roughed up for Tony Khan. You know, that's what this is, man. At the end of the day, it's still wrestling, pal.
It's still wrestling, pal. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely, man. So pretty good swerve, my man.
Yeah, I thought it was a good finish, and you know, Bree's shoulder, and she still went out there and did the thing, and she still found it in her heart and body and mind to beat the out of Zariah again. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm still hurt, but So even with that being said, you know, it went as good as it could, I suppose. Yeah.
Another thing I need to mention, Paige had really bad boo-boo face. Aww. I knew it was coming. I'm just getting behind the curtain, but you could see a million miles. I was like, God, Nikki's standing over there. Paige is crying. I was like, oh, yep, there's that. Damn it.
I've seen that from time to time, and I like to think that I wouldn't do something like that, like show your cards like that on the way out. But, you know, sometimes I guess.
Those are like legit her sisters, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Did you watch Total Divas back in the day or no?
I actually didn't. I didn't watch. I had people talk to me about it, but that just flew right past me. I've heard, you know, and the stories about it, but I didn't actually invest.
Yeah. So when they would go out partying, that was like their little team was the Bellas and Paige. You know what I'm saying? So like they're legit. So like she was like legit sad. She was like, I'm gonna go home and like, you know.
I see. See, I didn't know that. Okay. Well, I learned something new today.
So I'm pretty sure there's about to be cuts. You know what I'm saying? So obviously Paige is going to be one.
Well, the funny thing is you can think about it, but then the actual cut list is going to be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you can decide all day long who you think they're going to cut. It's not who it's going to be.
I'm sorry, just to like explain myself a little better. It was just like the boo-boo face was an obvious like, oh, this is done. Oh no, I'm not gonna get to tour with them anymore.
Right. The party's over.
Or they're moving her to SmackDown. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I hope not. I want Paige to stick around and get payday. Like they're like, oh, we want Paige and yeah. But like you guys, Paige got one more huge payday. She got a SummerSlam payday and all those little house shows and all those runs. Dude, she got to be a tag champion with her sister Brie Bella.
And she's just as injured as a lot of them, right? Like she really shouldn't be doing this.
Correct.
Okay. That was kind of my whole thing. I was like, I thought she was really hurt though. But you know, once you get cleared, you're clear, right?
Right. Absolutely.
So.
All right.